You gotta get up in the morning.
I'm awake.
Well, it's my singing that did it. Now, come on.
Yeah.
Put your hand around that and take a sip there.
Oh, it's the singing and the smell of this coffee.
Well, taste it.
Is it for me?
But, well, for who else, my love? Taste it. Let me see. Now, is that good?
Perfection. It's like the woman who made it. How did anybody ever tell you were perfect?
Let me think. Once, twice, maybe.
Oh, Ruby. Waking up here is always like coming home. However, I think I slept better on the bare ground this summer. Did this little elegant reminder of your colorful past ever give you a backache?
I don't think I'm going to answer that.
Oh.
Well, who is it?
Oh, that noise.
Oh, I bet it's Bobbi.
Good morning.
Good morning, kids.
What you got in there?
Oh, we got milk and eggs and some of that fabulous bread from the Swedish bakery.
The kind with the almonds?
You got it.
Well, it looks like I've got my work cut out for me.
Why don't you let me do that? I'm a whiz with ham and eggs.
No, you don't. While you're under this roof, I'm going to spoil you, my little one.
Who might argue with anybody who calls me little. A chair here?
Well, big brother.
Yeah.
What have you decided to do today?
I don't know.
Oh, come on. You must have thought of something you want to do.
I want a couple aspirins. Other than that, I don't want to do anything.
Except?
Except disappear.
Why? So Laura can't find you?
Mrs. Armstrong.
I'm sorry to bother you so early, Mrs. Baldwin, but I still didn't get your rent check.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry about that. It's just that, well, I've been real busy since I got back to town. I'm real sorry that you had to come back again.
Well, I can only let you stay 4 more days without paying me. I'm sorry.
I understand. You'll have your money.
Well, I'll be waiting.
Hi.
Well, that wasn't much of a greeting.
Especially when you see what I brought you. Those glazed donuts we used to love.
Thanks, Claudia.
Manager was here about the rent, right?
Well, it wasn't a social visit. Well, this is a social visit. I'll put us some coffee in.
Okay. Is that this morning's paper?
Yeah, well, Laura, it's got another one of those stories on the front page.
My Sister the Runaway by Amy Vining. I'm not even going to look at it. Where are the classifieds?
The last section.
Got to find a job. Quickly. I can't do this now. I've got to talk to Luke. Then I'll find out. Honey, I can't get this coffee pot to work.
It's not perfect.
Well, it was working last night.
Well, it's just sitting here now.
You ever plugged in?
Of course I have it plugged in.
Well, sometimes push this thing.
Uh-huh.
What's the matter?
I think you've got yourself a little problem, Laura.
Well, it must be a blackout, do you?
Well, it must have just happened. I mean, the lights were on in your apartment a few minutes ago.
I don't think it's a blackout, girls.
Well, I don't see how the circuits could have been overloaded. I've hardly used any electricity this morning.
I don't think it's an overload either.
Well, it has got to be something, Brian.
I think the electric company gets ticked off when they haven't been paid.
You mean they turn the electricity off without even notice
There
now?
might be some notice. Have you looked through your bills lately?
Not all of them. I could Scotty have done this.
Oh, come on, Claudia.
Well, you can't expect the girl to live without any electricity in this apartment. Listen to me, Laura. I think you should just call and tell your mother that you need to stay there for a while. Until you get yourself back together again.
No, look, I learned how to take care of myself this summer. I'm not going to stop now.
Oh, Laura.
Look, I appreciate what you're trying to do for me. Both of you.
Well, why don't you let us help?
It's okay to be independent. But you just came back from running for your life all summer long. I think you're being a little too hard on yourself.
If I am, there's a reason for it.
Well, look, Laura, you don't have anything to prove to us.
No, I've got something to prove to myself. And to Luke, too. I've got to prove that I've changed, and then I'm not going to go running to somebody else every time the going gets tough.
All right. That sounds all well and good. Would you mind answering me one question? How much money do you have?
I don't know.
Well, don't you think it'd be a good idea to find out before you start coming up with any great proclamations?
Well, let me look. Some change.
Is that everything?
Yeah?
How much is there?
Not quite $40.
Okay, so your rent's due. You've got to get that electricity back on, and surely they're going to want some kind of deposit.
Look, I know this isn't going to cover it.
Oh, honey, don't you see? You got to go to your parents.
I am not going to my parents.
Look, Laura, I'm working now, okay? You and Scotty used to help me with the rent. I'll loan you a few dollars.
Thank you, Brian, but no thank you. I'm going to find a job, and I'm going to be okay. You'll see.
Isn't there anything we can do?
Yeah. Yeah, there is. You can make me a promise
What kind of promise?
that you're not going to go running to my mother and father. I don't want them to know what's going on here.